She posted, "He chose his family over me again." When I visited my sick father, I replied, "Always will." Then my father recovered and wrote her out of his will. She lost 6 figures over an eye roll emoji. I, 35 male, am writing this from my childhood bedroom, trying to process how a single emoji destroyed my 3-year relationship and cost my girlfriend Natalie, 31, a life-changing amount of money. 2 months ago, my dad, 67, had a heart attack, not a mild one either, the kind where they use words like widowmaker and lucky to be alive. My sister Jenna, 33, called me at 2 a.m., crying so hard I could barely understand her. Dad was in surgery, they didn't know if he'd make it. I threw clothes in a bag and drove 4 hours straight to the hospital, didn't even wake Natalie, just left a note saying family emergency, Dad in hospital, will call when I know more. When I got there, Dad was out of surgery but in critical condition. Mom was a wreck. Jenna was trying to hold it together. My brother Luke, 29M, was flying in from across the country. This was serious. I called Natalie around noon to update her. Her first question wasn't, "How's your dad or are you okay?" It was, "When are you coming back?" Me, "I don't know, he's in the ICU, it's touch and go." Natalie, "But we have dinner with my friends on Saturday. We cancel it, my dad might be dying." This is just like Thanksgiving all over again. Context. Last Thanksgiving, I chose to spend it with my family instead of her family, because her family does Thanksgiving on actual Thursday and mine does it on Saturday. I suggested we do both. She said no, I had to choose. I chose the option where we could see both families. She's been holding it against me ever since. Me, I have to go. The doctor's coming. That evening, while I'm sitting in the ICU waiting room, praying my dad makes it through the night, I get a notification. Natalie posted on social media, "He chose his family over me again. Always second place, know your worth." Her friends rallying around her. "You deserve better, hon, he should put you first." Red flag alert. I commented, "Always will." Then I put my phone away and focused on my dad. Dad pulled through. It was rough. 2 weeks in the ICU, another week in cardiac recovery. I stayed the entire time working remotely from the hospital cafe. Natalie was not happy. The text started nice enough. Day 1, miss you, hope your dad's okay. Day 3, when are you coming home? Day 5, this is ridiculous, he's stable now. Day 7, I feel like a single person. Day 10, my friends think you're being selfish. I called her on day 10. Me selfish? My dad almost died. But he didn't, and you've been gone for over a week. I had to go to Miranda's engagement party alone. I'm sorry you had to attend a party alone while I was watching my father learn to walk again. Don't be sarcastic with me, you always do this, your family always comes first. Yes, they do. What about when we're married? Will you abandon me every time daddy calls? If my father has another heart attack, yes, I'll be there. Wow, just wow, good to know where I rank. She hung up, but here's where it gets interesting. See, Natalie had been extra sweet to my dad for the past year, bringing him his favorite cookies when we visited, laughing at his terrible jokes, calling him dad. I thought she was just being nice. Dad thought so too. What I didn't know was that Dad had been planning to update his will. He's not rich, but he's comfortable. Worked his whole life as a general contractor, saved every penny, made some smart investments. The house alone is worth about $700, paid off. Plus savings, retirement accounts, some rental property. Total estate. Probably around $1.8 million. The original plan was to split it 4 ways. Me, Jenna, Luke, and Natalie. Yeah, you read that right. Dad was going to include my girlfriend, who he expected would be my wife soon in his will. About $450. He'd even talked to his lawyer about it. He told me this while high on morphine. Dad was going to surprise Natalie, put her in the will. Good girl, takes care of you. Me, Dad, that's incredibly generous. Family takes care of family. That was before the social media post, before her texts, before everything. My mom saw the post, screenshotted it, showed it to Dad when he was more coherent. She posted that while I was dying. Mom, the eye roll emoji really sells it. Show me the comments. He read every single one. Her friends calling me trash, her liking their comments, her responding, "You guys are the best, at least someone appreciates me." Dad didn't say anything. Just nodded and asked for his phone. Called someone. Had a 15-minute conversation I couldn't hear. Later found out he called his lawyer. Update 2. Dad came home from the hospital but he needed care. Physical therapy, medication management, follow-up appointments. I extended my stay. Set up a temporary office in my childhood room. Natalie was livid. She drove up to see me, finally after 6 weeks. But not to see how Dad was doing. She came to have it out. The moment she arrived, she was cold to my family. Barely acknowledged my mom. Didn't ask about Dad's recovery. Just marched me outside for a talk. "Natalie, this is insane. You've been gone for 6 weeks. My dad needed me. I need you. I'm your girlfriend. I should be your priority. You're important to me. But my dad almost died. He's fine now. This is just an excuse. You're avoiding our relationship." "What relationship?" "The one where you posted about me choosing my family over you while my dad was in the ICU. It was just venting. Everyone vents on social media." With an eye roll emoji. "While my father was on life support. You're being dramatic." That's when Dad walked out. Slowly using his walker but steady. "Natalie, didn't hear you come in." "Dad, oh my God, you look so good. I've been so worried." "Have you?" "Didn't see you at the hospital. I wanted to give family space. But you had plenty of space on social media." Her face went white. "I saw your post. The one about my son choosing his family over you." With the eye roll. I was just frustrated. My son was watching me die. And you were frustrated about missing dinner plans." "It wasn't like that." "It was exactly like that." I read the comments. Your friends calling my son selfish. You agreeing with them. While I was learning to breathe on my own again. He turned to me. "Son, I need to rest. Natalie, drive safe." He walked back inside. Conversation over. Natalie tried to recover. He's on medication. He's not thinking clearly. He's thinking fine. You showed him who you are. What's that supposed to mean? It means you posted an eye roll emoji about me visiting my dying father. She left in a huff. But not before trying one more manipulation. "You know, I was going to suggest we start looking at rings. But clearly you're not ready for that commitment." Me, you're right. I'm not ready to commit to someone who thinks my dying father is an inconvenience. Update 3. Last week was Dad's follow-up appointment. Clean bill of health. Doctor said he's recovering remarkably well. During the visit, Dad mentioned he'd updated some paperwork. Medical directives, power of attorney, the usual stuff. He also had a family meeting. Just me, Jenna, Luke, Mom and Dad. No Natalie. We'd been on a break since her visit. "Dad, I've updated my will. Want everyone to know what's what. No surprises." He laid it out. Everything's split evenly between his kids. Mom gets the house for life, then it goes to us. Simple, clean, fair. Jenna, Dad, this is kind of morbid. Almost dying makes you practical. Besides, I had to make some changes anyway. Luke, changes. Was going to include Natalie. Had already talked to the lawyer about it. Was going to be my wedding gift to you both. Security for your future. My jaw dropped. So did everyone else's. Me, Dad, I had no idea. $450K worth of no idea. But that ship sailed when she rolled her eyes at my heart attack. We wanted to help set you up. All of you. But respect is non-negotiable. She thought visiting me was choosing family over her. Imagine what she'd think about inheritance. Probably post about that too. He died and all I got was this stupid money. Jenna actually snorted. I'm not financing someone who treats my son's love for his family as a burden. That evening, I met Natalie for coffee. Told her we were done. Officially. Natalie, this is about your dad, isn't it? He poisoned you against me. You poisoned yourself against you with your own words. One post. It was one post. One post that showed how you really feel. That my family is an inconvenience. That my dying father was an eye roll to you. You're overreacting. Dad was going to put you in his will. Did you know that? Her eyes went wide. What? He was going to leave you the same as his kids. About $450K. Because he thought you were family. Natalie, was. Past tense. He changed it after your post. The color drained from her face. You can't do that. We've been together 3 years. I decorated his house for Christmas. I went to his birthday parties. And then you rolled your eyes at his heart attack. It was an emoji. It was your true feelings. She tried everything then. Tears. Apologies. Promises to apologize to Dad. Even suggested couples counseling. Natalie, I'll make it right. I'll apologize. I'll delete the post. You already deleted it. 2 weeks ago. Doesn't delete the screenshot Mom has. Your mom screenshot it. My whole family saw it. My aunts. My cousins. Everyone knows you thought Dad's heart attack was annoying. Final update. Natalie went nuclear. Started texting my family members trying to explain herself. Told them I was manipulating the situation. That she was just stressed when she made the post. That she deserved a second chance. Jenna forwarded me Natalie's text. I've been like a daughter to him for 3 years. One mistake shouldn't cost me family. Luke got. Your brother is being controlled by your parents. Help me make him see reason. But the best was what she sent Mom. I know you understand what it's like to be second to his work and family. We should talk woman to woman. Mom's response. His work and family include me. I'm both. You're neither. Then Natalie made her biggest mistake. She contacted Dad directly. Sent him a long email about how she was practically his daughter-in-law. How she'd invested 3 years in this family. How it was unfair to punish her for one emotional moment. Dad forwarded it to all of us with one comment. Still seems to think this is about money. He was right. Not once did she apologize for the post. Not once did she say she was wrong to be annoyed about me staying with him. It was all about what she deserved. What she was owed. What she'd invested. Dad responded to her email. CC'd me. Natalie, you were never my daughter-in-law. You were my son's girlfriend who showed her true colors when I was dying. You think you lost money? What you lost was respect. And a good man who would have loved you forever. The emoji was just punctuation on what you really felt. That my medical emergency was an inconvenience to your social calendar. That's not family. That's not love. That's entitlement. I'm grateful you showed us who you are before my son married you. Consider the lost inheritance a stupid tax on your stupid emoji. Stay away from my family. Natalie tried one last time. Showed up at my apartment. I'd finally come home with a box of Dad's favorite cookies and a card. Inside the card was a printed screenshot of a bank transfer she'd made. $500 to the American Heart Association in honor of my dad. See. I care. I donated to heart disease research. You donated $500 to try to get $450,000. That's not. I'm showing I care. You showed you cared when you posted that emoji. Everything else is just damage control. I kept the cookies. Dad does love them. Threw away the card and told her we were done. No more communication. No more chances. She left but not before saying, you'll regret this. When your dad's gone and you're alone, you'll remember I was the one who tried. Me when my dad's gone, I'll remember I spent his recovery by his side instead of at dinner parties. And I'll have zero regrets. It's been a week. Dad's doing great. Started walking without the walker. Even went back to his workshop yesterday to tinker around. The first thing he made. A little wooden plaque for me that says, Family First. Natalie's still posting. Lots of quotes about knowing your worth and cutting toxic people out. Her friends comment hearts and yes queen on everything. But I bet none of them know she lost almost $500,000 over an eye roll emoji. Dad says it was the best $450K he never spent. And me? I'm single, living back in my apartment, working regular hours again, and visiting my parents every Sunday for dinner. Dad makes terrible jokes, mom overcooks the roast, and nobody rolls their eyes at any of it. Turns out choosing family over Natalie wasn't a choice at all. It was just clarifying what was already true. Family is family. And she was never going to be that. The emoji just proved it.